Inhale. Exhale. Everything starts to whirl like a Fibonacci sequence of... Hi, my name is Ramin Nazer, and this is the time I smoked DMT, saw every single timeline in the multiverse, and forgot which one I came from. Back when I lived in Austin, Texas, my friend Shane Mauss from episode whatever of this show, he's the most popular episode of this show, he had just discovered DMT, and he was very eager to share it with me. And I'd tried psilocybin before, so I knew what psychedelics were about, but I heard that DMT was on a whole other level. Terence McKenna once said that
DMT is like something that fell from a flying saucer, where you're sure you're dead.
Shane has the little bag of the psychedelic stuff, walking around like my own private Willy Wonka going, "Boy, am I excited for you!" We sit down in my living room, and I am instructed to take 3 full hits, no matter how difficult it is to hold it in. The first hit I take in, immediately my heart starts to beat like a drum in a funkadelic concert, just... Shane says, okay, take 1 more, and I take the second hit of the metallic tasting purpley alien substance. Immediately I start to see this glowing code all over my hands, and I look very ancient, not frail like I'm about to die, but I look like I'm some millennia old god with code all over me. I was clearly that thing that came to experience a human, not vice versa, hallucinating being the ancient god thing. So it's like, oh, this is my true hands, my code hands. He says, take 1 more. You gotta do it. I believe in you. Hands it over. It's shaking. The whole thing is clearly about to take off. I feel like it was going to take off regardless of whether I hit it or not, but just going in, he holds the thing up. Inhale. Exhale. Break through. Everything starts to whirl like a Fibonacci sequence of... The I amness is all I've ever been, and I had a clear feeling of that. Of course I'm an I am. Of course I can't be anything than an I am. I amness is I am, if that makes any sense. I could see more my past lives, my future lives, basically every combination of everything that could ever be was accessible in that database, in the larger consciousness system that I was seeing behind the veil of. And there were some entities, they were more chameleon-like than anything, kind of walking around like... One of them noticed me, and in a playful way just kind of extended its tongue and licked my eyeball, and didn't hurt at all or anything, but was kind of show like, yeah, see, I can mess with you, but nothing will hurt you at the deepest level. But then came the problem. As I climbed up, for lack of a better word, film strip of every possible multiverse timeline available, and as I'm looking at all of it, it hits me, I don't know which one I came from. I don't know what am I? Why am I looking at all this thing? Right then, I hear this voice from nowhere in particular go, "Stop the presses!" All the flowingness of everythingness came to a halt. So the ominous voice was kind of like, yeah, we can send you back whenever you want. All of this will still always be here. Just tell us where you want to get sent back to, and we'll send you back, and you'll get to go home. So there I was, the information boundary transfer point between the infinitely big and the infinitely small, trying to figure out how to get home. And then the voice asked, all right, so you're Ramin, you're in Austin, Texas, you did the DMT with Shane, that's how you got here, great. Did you do it in the living room, or did you do it in the recording studio? We did it in the studio. Send me back.
All right.
I open my eyes. We're sitting back in the studio. Wait a minute. Some more memories start to come back. I was sure that we had started in the living room. Beyond any measure of a doubt, but there's no way of proving that to anyone here because you guys are from the timeline where I did it in the studio. So I jumped back to 1 click wrong. And I look over to Shane and he's got a big smile on his face. He knew. He's in on it. But I didn't experience any paranoia. It was quite the opposite. It was pronoia. The feeling that everybody is conspiring to do something good for you. Like there's just one big surprise party at the end of your life. No one is ever gonna let up to it, but I really wanted to record this so I can get it on record that I know that the surprise party is coming. Did you get all that? Because I have no idea what I just said.
Tales from the